Hi there, it's Nick Dutch back on the camera yet again. Just a very quick little ramble for today. There was a tag going around for people to respond to say who is the top 3 theists or the top 3 atheists that they enjoy watching here on YouTube. I'm just going to mention one today because this one particular example I regard as being rather fascinating in terms of context. It is a Christian theist. He appears to have had his roots with young earth creationism and was ridiculed by some of the more outspoken members of the atheist community, I think it was about a year ago, when he made a few statements that were based basically upon ignorance, for which he has now recanted and is trying to find out more. Now, this is the first, dare I say, real or archetypal Christian, especially here on YouTube, that I've come across, who's actually been reading the Bible and trying to find out about it. Because most of them don't, they just go purely by belief. What this guy has done is he's taken like one day and gone through between 1 and 3 books of the Bible, and he's just completed the whole of the Old Testament and is now starting and doing the early books of the New Testament. What I find interesting about his performance is that he's showing the skills of someone who can do a good précis of the text. Namely, he's showing the skills of English comprehension, he's showing the desire to look at the story, look at the characters within the story and try and make up his own conclusions, as well as to explain what is large, bulky quantities of text, and to shorten that into a YouTube video just a couple of minutes in duration. He's not sitting there and reading the whole thing out word for word. He's showing signs of intelligence, he's showing signs of a desire, a real zest to try and find out more about his own culture and history, his own religion. And there was one book he had to look at a while ago, and he says, well, if you're a Christian, I don't think you are a Christian if the idea of being a Christian is to obey all the laws in the Bible. If you've read this book, you'll know that you're not obeying all the laws as laid down by the literal Word of God. So in that particular example, he showed me as a viewer that he's taking a much more broad and even liberal view towards Christianity as a result of having studied large chunks, and that he's about a quarter of the way through the New Testament by now. So nearly the whole Bible, basically. His YouTube channel is Stoned Commander. You may have heard of him already. But the fact he's actually doing this thing which he calls the quest, namely to go through the whole Bible, one day at a time, one book at a time, actually shows a very real desire to come to a detailed understanding of religion. You don't tend to get that much, especially amongst the devout believers, because most of the devout believers are happy believing devoutly. They're not happy going back to the books, working out where there are some inconsistencies, and even being honest about the things they don't understand. You often don't get that in theistic circles because these individuals are under pressure to demonstrate to other people that they understand the same thing or they believe the same thing. So I just want to give you guys a big thumbs up for this one particular Christian theist called Stone Commander. Nick Dutch signing out for now.